Okay, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and just wait a couple minutes to allow everybody to log on, and then I will go ahead and get started with the presentation. So just give us a second, and Brody's going to entertain us for a minute here. Okay, just one more minute, and we'll go ahead and get started. Just corresponding with a couple people here. Okay, guys, I see people are starting to log on. I'm waiting one more minute, and then I will go ahead and get started. Thanks for taking the time to view tonight. And for anybody that personally has my number, if you guys are listening and say there's an issue with sound or picture or anything, definitely give me a text message and let me know. But I tested it out earlier and everything was fine. So, but if something goes haywire, definitely let me know, please, so I can hopefully fix it. Oops. I'm gonna let my dog out before I get started so it doesn't distract me. Oh. All right, guys, so it's just after 8, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first of all, everybody that's taking the time to view tonight, I really, really appreciate it. I know it's a Sunday evening. So really, before I get started, you guys are tuning in to really learn about what Arbonne is all about and to learn a little bit about network marketing in general. I really am excited to share this with you guys. It's really an exciting time, not only in network marketing, but especially in Arbonne. And so, okay, good. We have good connection. Thanks, brother. So anyways, before I get started, I do want to share a little bit about myself for those of you that don't know me. So I have been doing Arbonne for almost 3 years now. It'll be 3 years in May. And this was absolutely not anything that I was looking for in my life. It was honestly not on my radar. I was not a product person. So really, this was not something that, had you told me this is what I would be really passionate about and excited about, 2 years from now, I would not have believed you. I would have laughed in your face. So my background is really environmental science. At the time of learning about Arbonne, I was doing soil and groundwater remediation out in the field every single day, all weather conditions, you know, around a bunch of guys and excavating machines, really, you know, just living the life. And so for me, like I said, this was not something that I saw myself doing. From an outside perspective, I thought a home-based business was a makeup business, or I'd be knocking on people's doors and soliciting at their houses. And that was not something I was interested in at all. I was not comfortable selling. I was not comfortable pushing things onto people. And so I very quickly learned that this kind of business is absolutely not like that. And Arbonne especially is not like that and has a lot of tools to allow us to introduce the business to people without having those kinds of feelings. So a couple of reasons that I was intrigued personally by Arbonne. One is I did learn about the philosophy of our products. The reality is it takes about 26 seconds from something being on our skin to get into our bloodstream, into our liver. So it's almost more important what we put on our bodies as opposed to what we put in our bodies. And these are things we're doing every single day. And I heard this information initially and I was like, well, I'm not a product person. So, you know, what does that really mean? But even then, really think about it. Shampoo, conditioner, face wash, body wash, deodorant, toothpaste, moisturizer, sunscreen, you wash your hands, you might use chapstick. So even that to me is like your basics every day, whether you're a man or a woman. I also drink a protein shake every day. I wake up really early. I don't really have a big appetite in the morning, but I do want to have something. So I was always drinking protein shakes. So those are things that you really don't necessarily think about. And when that stuff is going on your body every single day, that makes a huge difference in your life and in your health. And then the other aspect that I was really intrigued by in the business was, of course, the compensation plan. My friend Maria Woodford, who is also a regional vice president with Arbonne now, she's the one that introduced me to the business. And when I went to her house, I did not know I was going to an Arbonne event. I did not know she had a business. I just went simply to catch up with an old friend. And I very quickly saw how much it had changed her life in a very short amount of time. She had been doing Arbonne for a little less than a year. In that time frame, she had been able to replace her teaching income within about 4 months of her business. And she retired herself from teaching to be a stay-at-home mom. And she also earned a free Mercedes-Benz paid for by Arbonne. And so that for me was like, oh my gosh. And the reason it was such a big deal was, first of all, I never saw her doing one of those kinds of businesses. And yet she was extremely successful. And I saw a change in her that was fantastic. On top of that, when she did this, when she was growing her business, I knew she was extremely busy. She was working over 70 hours a week. She was a teacher, a music teacher with 2 different part-time jobs outside of work because she was trying to make ends meet. She had her own music career she was working on. Her husband has a carpentry business, so she was working on that as well. And her son at that point was about 2 years old, who they never saw because they were always working, just trying to survive. So knowing that that was something possible in her life, despite the fact that she was extremely busy, really gave me a reason to sit up in my chair and listen to what she had to share as far as how this business works. So I really hope you guys listen to this information tonight with an open mind. The products might be something that intrigue you. You might be really intrigued by something that's really good for you, that's not going to harm you or increase your chances of getting cancer. The business might be something that intrigues you. Really listen with an open mind. I wasn't looking for this. And I'm really glad that I had an open mind because it has changed my life. And this is something that fits into the nooks and crannies of your life. And it's as little or as big as you want it. And this is not something that I say you start your own business today and you make $1 million tomorrow. However, it is inevitable that you'll be successful if you are coachable and you stick it out. If people stick it out for at least 5 to 10 years in a network marketing company, 95% of the people make it to the top. That's it. I'm going to be showering anyways, working my regular full-time job. Why not give something a try? Really. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the 4 levels of management. And the thing that's really nice with Arbonne is that it's an even playing field and there's only 4 levels. There's not some complicated, multiple levels here and little sub levels here and then sub levels. And it's all, I'm very basic. I like easy. And so we have 4 levels. So the first level of management is district manager. District managers make an average of $1,200 a month based on part-time hours. The second level is area manager. Area managers make an average of $3,000 to $5,000 plus, still based on part-time hours. And this is a level that a lot of people like to get to because at the area manager level, our business is willable to our family up to 3 generations. So what that means, we produce passive and residual income in our business. So God forbid something were to happen to you, everything that comes into your business after you're no longer on this earth will go to your family and down 2 more generations. So the fun scenario of that is that I live until I'm at least 100 years old and I'm beautiful and healthy that whole time because I'm using Arbonne. And even then, I leave a legacy. Right now, if somebody leaves this planet, if they leave this earth, they do not have their company that they were working for continuing to pay their salary to their families because they're gone. That just does not happen. So the fact that not only do we have the ability to pass our income on to our family, but for it to go down 2 more generations is huge. It is huge. So the next level of management is regional vice president. I'm actually currently in qualification for regional vice president, which is very exciting. And regional vice presidents make an average of $8,000 to $10,000 a month, still based on part-time hours. And you also get a free Mercedes-Benz paid for by Arbonne. The only requirement is that it's white because we stand for pure, safe, and beneficial, but you can get whatever one you want. And anybody that knows me, I'm a Subaru girl by heart. I like driving in the snow. I like to have a dirty car because I have a dog. I'm always doing things, but definitely having a free car is really nice. But for me, it's not even the actual Mercedes. It's the evidence of the people's lives that I've been helping change, because this is truly a life-changing business, whether it's helping somebody find a skincare that's healthy for their baby, or finding a business opportunity that's going to financially change their lives and change their way that they live their lives. So that's a really great thing. And then the last level of management is a national vice president. National vice presidents make an average of $25,000 a month, still based on part-time hours. Some make a little less, but some make up into the 6 figures a month. So I will tell you this. I know I heard those numbers and I was like, district manager, like that's good. It's going to take me like a year to get there, but you know what? I know I'll be using good products. Very, very quickly, I learned that this was much more than that. I did not have a network. I'm from Tennessee originally, and I'm in New Jersey now. And so for me, one of my reasons for starting this business was so that I had an excuse to talk to people. And I knew that this was something I could be sincere and passionate about. And I can tell you, I've made so many friends through this business, whether or not they have anything to do with my business. So really, that is an incredible vehicle to really get us, in front of people and to really have something to be passionate about. And as far as that income level, I was able to promote to the 2nd level of management within 2 months of my business, despite the fact that I knew nobody up here. So just because I felt like I had a small network, I learned very quickly that my network's much bigger than I realized. And all I had to do was be coachable and follow our system of success. So just keep that in mind as well. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into what our company is all about. So Arbonne is a 35-year-old health and wellness company. We are 100% Swiss formulated and botanically based. We are manufactured in California. We are the first company of our kind to be certified by carbon neutral by UPS. So what that means is we use post-consumer packaging, soy-based ink. We have wind and solar power in our manufacturing facilities. Just since I've started my business, our catalogs have shrunk in size. The packaging of the actual products has gotten smaller. Our protein powder used to come in plastic Tupperware, and now it comes in bags. So really, you just see the evidence in front of us constantly of Arbonne striving to be better and better and better. You see the box behind me. That's one of our boxes from UPS. Even the boxes that are sent with our products inside have gotten smaller. So we really want to do what we can to help the environment while we are promoting our businesses. So it's really, really great. We're pH correct and hypoallergenic. We're dermatologist, pediatrician, and ophthalmologist tested and approved. We are award-winning as far as our makeup is concerned. We have the Puerto Rico and the New York Fashion Week. We got voted in as the flagship makeup for both of those events. That's a really big deal because that's something that the photographers and the models have to vote in the makeup line. And since we are word of mouth, we did not pay for that honor. That's really great. Our nutrition line, that's something I was personally interested in, is phenomenal. Our nutrition line is certified vegan, as well as all of our products are, and gluten-free. We've vegan and gluten-free for 35 years. So what that means is we do not have any animal byproducts in any of our products. We also do not use any of our products for animal testing. We never have and we never will. And we are also recently certified non-GMO. Our nutrition products are certified low glycemic index, meaning if somebody has diabetes or any special nutritional needs, drinking our protein shakes or using our nutrition line is not going to cause a spike in their blood sugar. So that's really, really important for a lot of people. We are also certified kosher. So Arbonne really covers all bases in regards to our products. We want to be high quality. We are a health and wellness company. We are not a cosmetics company. We are not a personal care company. We're health and wellness first and foremost, we want to be pure, safe, and beneficial. Our skincare is actually considered a topical vitamin. That's high quality products that we have, because it's actually absorbing into our skin and you're getting the vitamins that are going to penetrate into your skin. It's amazing. What else? So we are also such a high quality. It's not only what we put in our products, but it's what we don't put in our products. So we actually follow what's called the European Union Cosmetics Directive. It bans over 1,400 toxins and chemicals from being used in our formulations. In the United States, there are currently only about 12 that are banned. So I'm going to pause for a second. I heard those numbers and I was surprised, but I kind of wasn't, unfortunately. And that's just the reality. First of all, anybody that knows anything about Switzerland and Swiss formulations, that's the highest quality that you can get in the world. We have organic botanicals in our products. We have extremely high standards of where we get our ingredients and screening that we have before we release any of our products. Anything that we release is clinically tested before we release it. We want to make sure that not only is it safe and a high quality, but we want to make sure it works. You know, there's certain things out there that might be safe for you, but does it really benefit your skin? Does it really benefit the way you feel? And that's the thing that makes us special, because we do both. So I'm just going to go over a couple of the major offenders. I'm not going to get into too many details, but I will definitely give you some of the major ones. And then the person that invited you to watch this video tonight, definitely get in touch with them and ask them if you're interested in learning more about some of the major toxins that you're going to be looking for on your products. So one of the biggest ones that you're going to look for is mineral oil. Mineral oil is a byproduct of the petroleum industry. So what that is you get crude oil, you distill it. On one side, you get gasoline, and on the other side is mineral oil. There are no purity standards. There's no process that it has to go through to make it clean. The reason mineral oil is great for these cosmetics and personal care, because it's a large molecule, it's colorless, it's odorless, and it lasts a really long time. So for these big corporations, they're like, great, instead of having to use a bunch of the really good stuff, we're going to put this filler in it. Not only is it taking up space, but it's also keeping it on shelves in a warehouse for 10, 20, 30 years, for a long time. And as far as the environmental industry goes, that's where I used to work. So I understand how expensive it is to get rid of something that's contaminated, whether it's contaminated soil or contaminated water, let alone a pure contaminant like gasoline. And so to get rid of those barrels, it would literally be billions of dollars to get rid of this. So for them to sell it super cheap to cosmetic companies as a filler, it's a win-win for both of them. The reason you don't want mineral oil in your products is because it's an occlusive toxin. So it's literally like saran wrap around your body. So it keeps anything good from coming in and anything bad from coming out. Our skin is our largest organ in our body. So think about it. Once again, we're showering every single day. We're putting products on our body every single day, or almost every single day, you know, whatever your habits are. But the point is that's going on, and we're going straight down the drain. So when you're putting an occlusive toxin on, not only are you keeping anything good from coming in, so you think you're getting a high quality product, and there might be something that's really great in that, but you're not going to fully absorb it. But the other part of that is any toxins that are currently in your body, you're not going to properly get to detoxify. So you're weakening your immune system. You're increasing your chances of getting cancer. You're increasing your chances of getting some neurological disorders or hormone disruptions. Just really think about it. Like, that's what happens when you put, and you know, think about when you think you put on like a moisturizer and it feels like there's like that sheen and just sits on top of your skin. That's what literally like the sheen on the top of an oil spill on the ocean. That's the exact same thing. So definitely look out for it, because most products, like 99% of what's out there, at least 30 to 60% is going to be mineral oil. Another thing you want to look out for is parabens. Parabens are simply a preservative. We're one of the only countries in the world remaining that still uses parabens in the formulations of products. That makes me very sad. Parabens have been directly linked to breast cancer tumors. Especially in this area, because parabens are very high in everything that we use, but our deodorant, and we have glands, we have our body lotions, our shampoos, our conditioners, pretty much everything. And parabens simply allow companies to keep their products in warehouses for 30 to 50 plus years. There's ethyl paraben, polypropyl paraben, methyl paraben. They've even been linked most recently to cervical cancer. So you really, really want to pay attention and stay away from parabens as much as you can. There are safer preservatives out there that are not known to directly cause cancer. The other thing that you want to look out for are phthalates. It's a PTH word. Phthalates, they're a plasticizer. It gives that nice texture, especially to like baby products. That is also a known low-level carcinogen, and that's a toxin that cannot be detoxified out of your body. So think about putting these kinds of products on your kids. Over time, you're putting that in their body over and over again. And once again, that leads to a lot of problems. And the reality is, especially in the United States, the cancer rates are astronomical, and it's not having to do with anything that's genetic or family history related. There have been blood tests. They have people where they go and they get their blood tested to see the average amount of chemicals in a woman's body on a daily basis is at least 515 chemicals. And on men, it's around 200 something. These are in our bloodstream, in our organs, because this is what we're putting on our body. So just really think about that. So anyway, so that's kind of the scary part, but I'm really passionate about it because it's educational. And the good news is a lot of people are now really starting to educate themselves. They really are caring about what they're putting on their bodies, because we do know that it does affect our health. It's not just topical. It's not just what our skin looks like. It affects everything. So people do hear our quality and they hear our compensation plan. So they think, okay, how many hand creams, how many eyeshadows do I have to sell to really be successful? And how does that work? And where do you rank to what's already out there? So there are 3 different levels of personal care products. The first level of personal care products is unfortunately American Beauty. That's going to be your lowest. That's going to be your Walmart, your Walgreens, your CVS. And that's going to be, you know, probably in warehouses for 20 years before they release it. It's the cheapest formulation, but it's also the least expensive. The second level is going to be your premium quality products. Premium quality products, that's going to be your department store brands, your specialty nutrition store. So your Chanel, your Estee Lauder, your Clinique, your Lancome. Even if it's a European brand, if it's sold in the United States, unfortunately, it will be a lower formulation. So, you know, really keep that in mind. If they can get away with it in the United States, then they will. And then your highest level is going to be your ultra premium quality products. Your ultra premium quality products are going to be typically 100% Swiss formulated. They're also usually the most concentrated. However, it's really hard to find. And once you do find them, it's boutique or appointment only. And it's usually somewhere upwards of like $200 for like an eye cream, just for one product. So Arbonne is actually ranked at the ultra premium quality, but we're priced below premium price points. And we were able to do that because we're network marketing. So most people have never experienced that quality of product on their skin. I literally was a Dove soap girl. I was not a product person at all. That bar of soap went everywhere, head to toe. And, you know, an Aveeno moisturizer was like top of the line, super expensive to me. And then obviously that even has mineral oil and parabens in them as well, unfortunately. So it really was something that I loved putting that on my skin. My skin and my complexion has transformed ever since I've used these products, and they're affordable. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about network marketing and why network marketing is the #1 business model in the world, and why Arbonne is going to be on the forefront of this globalization process of everything that's happening. So first of all, network marketing. It is one of the oldest business models to date. It is also one of the most misunderstood industries to date. However, that being said, network marketing is seriously the #1 industry in the entire world. There are more millionaires in the world as a direct result of network marketing than in any other industry to date. Once again, take that in. For me, it took me a little while to get comfortable talking about the money aspect, because I'm like, I'm not a greedy person. I'm not materialistic. I don't care. But for me, the more money that I have, that means the more people I can help. That means I can be at home with my family if I need to be. That means if somebody in my life is having a hard time financially, that I can help them out. That means the more that I have, the more that I can give. That's truly what this business is about. It's about giving. It's about really breathing life and really allowing people to dream. So that's something that I'm extremely passionate about. So network marketing in general, luckily it is up and coming, bigger than ever than it's ever been before. So there's a few reasons for that. First of all, network marketing is word of mouth. We do it every single day. You talk about your best hairstylist in town. You talk about the best mechanic in town. Where did you get those shoes? Oh my gosh, I love them. Oh my gosh, your skin looks so great. What have you been doing? Oh, like you're drinking this protein shake. I see you work out every day and you're always drinking these shakes. What is that? you're talking about things, you're sharing it, you're going to tell your friends, and your friends are going to be like, oh, well, she loves it, I'm going to try it out, because we trust each other. We are more likely statistically to trust a stranger on Facebook than we are to trust any kind of printed advertisement or commercial or media. We know that only about 1% of a commercial has to be true for it to be published. You know, I'm not looking to go get Progressive insurance because I think Flo the Progressive lady's funny and I hear her on the radio all the time. Like that, I'm going to go to my friend and say, oh, well, what do you think of Progressive? And then she's going to tell me, and then I'm going to use her. And that's just the way it is. You know, 10, 15, 20 years ago, social media and television and everything was not the same as it is now. The fact that I can connect with anybody in the world on my computer at any time or even on my cell phone is why network marketing is now such a big business model. Even major corporations like Nestle and Sprint and Verizon are having their own sub businesses in network marketing because they realize the true value of word of mouth. And that is all that we are doing. And the global access that we all have is why it's so accessible to anybody and everybody. I mean, look, I'm at my house sitting on my floor in my office with a glass of wine next to me, you know, and we're doing business right now. It is easy. So, so easy. The other aspect of network marketing is simply an alternate distribution system. That is it. It is not complicated. What that means is you go to a traditional retailer and you have to pay for a ton of overhead when you buy a product. Only about 2% of what you pay for the product goes into the quality of the product. Because think about it. What else are you paying for? The warehousers, the wholesalers, the manufacturing facility, the retailer, the multi-trillion-dollar industry of advertising, and everybody in between. I mean, really, Halle Berry gets paid $50 million to endorse Revlon, but I don't think that I'm going to walk into Walmart to buy my eyeshadow and I'm going to run into Halle Berry. Like, we know that these celebrities are not using these products, but think about the millions of dollars they're getting paid to endorse these products, and not just in a print ad, but in a commercial and in their modeling spree and anything else. How much money goes into that on a daily basis just to have these ads continue to run? So with Arbonne, all we have is the manufacturer, and then we have the consultant and the client in between. That is it. So that is why we are able to actually have high quality products at an affordable price. That is why Arbonne is able to pay the consultants what they deserve to be paid. They deserve that if we're happy and we feel appreciated and we're compensated well, that we're going to be productive and we're going to continue doing well. So we get compensated really well. But not only that, people that purchase our products, just as clients or preferred clients, have amazing opportunities to get really great discounts on what they want. And it all gets shipped directly to their doorstep. You know, just alone, our nutrition line, the Mayo Clinic has been so impressed by our nutrition line and the way that we do everything. It's vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free, non-GMO, all of that. They're so impressed by it. They have decided to pair with us to continue to see what it is that we're doing differently than everybody else out there. And then also we have Dr. Peter Matravers. He is our formulation specialist. He has over 20 patents. He has taken the Aveda salon from several $1,000 company to a several $billion company that it is now. So the fact that he is on our side with Arbonne, we are constantly putting out cutting edge products that are nothing, there's nothing on the market like it, whether it's in network marketing or mainstream marketing. There's nothing out there that we put these products out. It's really, really incredible. So that's really where things start to make sense. So the next part of network marketing, and this is where when I was at my friend's presentation, I did not know she had started her business. I was not looking for this. This is where I honestly sat up in my seat and started thinking, oh my gosh, I really think I should do something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and share that with you. Basically, because network marketing is the business model of the 21st century, universities all over the United States are teaching the 4 key factors of network marketing. And basically they say if you're looking to get involved into a company, they should have at least one of the 4 key factors. And if they do, it's probably viable. You should go forward with it. The reason I truly believe that Arbonne is going to be #1 globally in the next 5 years is because we have all 4 key factors of network marketing. So I'm going to quickly go over those. The first key factor of network marketing is a consumable product. So once again, when you have something that's consumable, you're going to consume it and then you're going to buy it again. We provide products that are not out of the ordinary. You are already washing your face. You are already washing your hair. I mean, you know, theoretically at least, you're already using these kinds of products and they're consumable. I am more likely to run out of the bacon and the eggs. Yes, not the bread and the milk, but the bacon and the eggs, because that's what is important to me. But I'm going to run out of the bacon and the eggs and the coffee creamer in my fridge before I'm going to run out of my shampoo or my face wash. That is just the reality. That's the way anybody is, especially in our society. There's three things that go up, if anything, during a recession. And people say, like, how's Arbonne doing? You know, things haven't been the best. But we are doing really well and continuing to grow. And that's because of the industry we are in. And it's personal care products, tobacco, and alcohol are the three industries that never go down and, if anything, go up in a recession. The truth of it is we want to feel good about ourselves despite what our financial situation is. Like, if I'm having a budget talk with my boyfriend, he's never going to even bring up my skincare, whatever. He's not going to say, you know what, you should stop using that really great face cream that you're using. Your skin looks amazing. You should stop using it. That's not a discussion point. When it comes down to it, we'll eat ramen noodles. We'll use candles instead of turning the lights on, but it's not going to come down to personal care products. So that's why it's in a really recession-proof industry to be a part of. So the second key factor is marketplace demand. So marketplace demand, what does that mean? Arbonne literally has a product for every single person on this planet. Literally. We have a baby line approved on 0 to 3 month olds. We have a #1 clinically tested anti-aging line approved against several hundred other brands. We have a skincare line for every type of skin in between, from an acne line to an oily to a regular. We have an aroma essentials line because we are health and wellness, so aromatherapy is a very important thing. We have a detox line that is formulated with marine botanicals. We have a full nutrition line designed for both weight loss and for daily health. And then we also have our full entire award-winning makeup line. So if you're a guy and you literally just wash your face, cool, we have something for you. You can do this business. Congratulations. If you're a girl and you like to pamper yourself and give yourself a facial and do makeovers, awesome, you can do this too. So I like to give this example. When you have marketplace demand and a consumable product, your paycheck is basically limitless. If you have a niche product or a niche market, that's where you limit yourself. And so I'm going to give an example. My brother, Brian, Fit Guy Brian, he recently joined my business. He's been using the products ever since I started, and he's been loving them. And he has a fitness focus. He's into health and wellness. He's about to get a degree in the health industry. So of course he loves our nutrition. He might focus a little bit more on the nutrition aspect, but for him, he realized the benefits of marketplace demand. There are a lot of health-based companies out there, which is great. Anybody that decides to do any kind of network marketing, props to them, because this is an industry where it takes guts to jump in. But for my brother, he realized the high quality that Arbonne has in their nutrition. But that all aside, he realized as well that while he might like to drink his protein shakes every day and have whole food vitamins and drink his greens in his protein shake and have digestive enzymes, there's people out there that don't care. I mean, that's fine. There's certain people, they don't care. But they might want something that's going to help with their baby's eczema. They might want something that's going to help with their teenager's acne. They might want something that's going to give them beautiful skin because it has amazing anti-aging elements to it. So that is why this is amazing. We might have something we personally are interested, but it opens it up for everybody. And it is not closing anybody out from what we're doing. And it's consumable, so they're going to get it over and over again when they fall in love. So the third key factor of network marketing, and this is honestly the thing that really made me sit up in my chair, is timing and trends. There's a massive collision going on right now between the home-based business boom and the health and wellness industry. The health and wellness industry alone is poised to be the next trillion-dollar industry within the next couple of years. So when I heard that, I was like, well, what does that really mean? I don't know what that means. That sounds cool. It's a trillion-dollar industry. But trillion-dollar industry, the last trillion-dollar industry we had in the world was the dot-com boom back in the 80s. So that's when we had computers starting to come into the household. That's when people started to have the ability to get online and connect with people. We haven't had a trillion-dollar industry since then. Now that the health and wellness industry, I mean, think about it. Everything is gluten-free. Everything's vegan. We're doing cleanses. We're learning about probiotics and detoxing and healthy living and quinoa and kale. It's just really, we're taking care of ourselves. We're becoming more educated. It's a revolution, and that is an understatement. If I'm going to live until I'm 100, I want to feel good. I want to look good. That's the reality. So really, people are paying attention. So that paired with the home-based business boom, There are hundreds, if not thousands, of network marketing companies out there. The fact that Arbonne is 35 years old and we have been doing this since day one. Our mission statement since day one has been to be pure, safe, and beneficial. We have been vegan and gluten-free for 35 years, and now we're non-GMO and we're kosher and low glycemic index. That is huge. People are looking for us. When they find out, really, I have so many people, once they find out what Arbonne's all about, they're so grateful. They're so glad because they can find something that's not only great, but it's affordable and it works really well. They have everything. It's a trifecta. So that's a really huge thing. And I truly do believe that Arbonne is a totally different business than a lot that are out there. And that is because we are a hybrid of direct sales and of network marketing. So what does that mean? Direct sales. Direct sales is right now money. That means if I give somebody a product, if they want to buy it, then I get a direct commission off of that. We have that ability. However, network marketing is long-term. That means over time, you have the ability to make passive and residual income where you don't have to put in as much effort. We do that as well. And we do that through teaching and training people how to redirect their household spending from things they're already spending money on. Before Arbonne, and I was not a high spender, so like I said, Dove soap, but before Arbonne, I was going to Target and buying my soap and buying my conditioner and my face wash and my body wash, whatever. Now, instead of going to those stores and supporting somebody else's fortune and a company that doesn't care whether or not I get cancer, I ended up buying from my own store, and I teach people how to do that. That is all that I do. That is all that anybody does in this business. So it really just makes sense. And the fact that I can make this business whatever I want. For some people, they come to me and say, you know what? I just want a discount and I want to be able to have safe products for my family and have the potential to make a few extra bucks while doing it. Awesome. You can do that. But you might love your job and yet you're never going to feel financially secure because you have no clue what the climate is going to be in the industry that you're in 5 years from now. You don't know if you're going to have a job. You don't know if you're ever really going to get the raise that you deserve or require to maintain your standard of living. So by having a home-based business in your back pocket, just for a little extra money, it's amazing. Some people use this as a life changer, like my sponsor, Maria. She started her business. She thought it was going to be a hobby. She was a teacher. She found out she was going to be laid off. She called her sponsor and said, I need to up my game. I need to replace my teaching income in the next 4 months. And she did. 2 weeks before she was officially laid off, she had that paycheck coming in. And so she turned her plan B into a plan A. And once again, it's inevitable you will be successful if you're coachable and you don't quit. So the fact that we have that ability, you get out of this business, whatever you put in it, it really just makes sense. So another portion of this whole timing and trends that's really exciting is our globalization process. Arbonne is about to undergo one of the largest global expansions that network marketing has ever seen. We are currently only in 5 countries. We are in the United States, Canada, Australia, the UK, Poland as of October 1st last year, and we're going into Taiwan this year. After that, we are going to multiple countries at a time. So here's the deal. You may or may not know anybody in any of those countries, and that's fine, because eventually somebody in your network will. And once again, there's no such thing really as a cold network. I don't even like that term because I thought I had nobody in my network, and I thought everybody was my, quote, cold network. But we all know somebody, and so somebody through somebody. So eventually, oh, my aunt's from Poland, or hey, my best friend studied in Taiwan. All of a sudden, you have connection to these countries. And that means that when you're sleeping, your business is still thriving. People are working and they're connected to you, and you're at home or you're on vacation or you're snowed in the Northeast. So that's really the power of going global. You don't want to go into a company when they're already up here and everybody knows about you. You want to get in at the ground floor. And Arbonne has been referenced as a ground floor Google because of where we're poised to grow. So just think about it. Companies like Mary Kay and Avon. First of all, we're totally different business model-wise. We're totally different formulation-wise. But those are household names at this point. They've been around for over 60-plus years. So I can guarantee you, if you ask 100 people if they've heard of Mary Kay or Avon, they probably all have heard of one or both of those companies. They've been around for a very long time. They're in over 100 countries, and everybody knows about them. That being said, the way that Arbonne is, the growth that those companies experienced over 60-plus years is what we are projected to experience within the next 6 years. Arbonne is predicted to grow at least 600 to 700% between now and 2020. That is massive globalization. That is massive growth. Once again, people are looking for this, whether they realize it or not. I was not looking for this, and thank God I found it, or it found me, I guess. And the globalization is a huge factor in that, because once again, somebody in your network will inevitably know somebody in one of those countries. And just in the United States alone, so many people do not know about Arbonne yet, and they're just waiting to find out. So the last key factor of network marketing. This is also very exciting. We have what is called time leveraging in our business through results approach. We are the only company of our kind that I know that does it this way. For me, this was a way for me to work my business without, quote, feeling like a salesperson, and also a way for me to do this even though I was really, really busy. So we build our business through multiple venues. One of the ways is through doing things like this, where you can have your friends and your family, view a video and learn about the business, even though they're at home. You might be snowed in, you might have bad weather, so watch this video. But we also have ways of reaching out by using full-size kits of our products for people to try on their own time. So I'm going to show you guys an empty kit, unfortunately, because my other one's in the other room. But just imagine this is full of a ton of products. We have bags of full-size products. And basically what I would say is like, hey, Ashley, I just started my own business. This is one of our best product lines. I'm so excited for you to try it. Take it home for about 3 days and pamper yourself. Let's meet up on Wednesday for a glass of wine. You can tell me what you love about it. In the meantime, here's my business card. And here's a pre-recorded business opportunity call on the back. Why don't you take a few minutes and listen? I know you said that you're looking for another part-time job, but instead of getting a boss, why don't you become your own boss and have control over how much money you're going to make and when you want to do it? Let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any questions. That's it. So first of all, I'm complimenting the person by giving them these full-size products. They have the ability to try these products on their own time, in their own home, and to see what they think. And I use these products, so I am sincerely, honestly talking about them. But that being said, I'm not shoving a catalog in their face saying you should buy something from me. I'm saying, hey, I love this, but I want to see if you love it too. And here's the deal. For some reason, they do not love what you gave them. Okay, we have over 400 products. Which one would you like to try? Let me give you something else. Let me let you try something else. It is brilliant. I don't feel like a salesperson because I'm using the products anyways, and I'm giving them the opportunity to try it. But these products are working for me. This is my employee. This is working for me when I'm out on a date, or when you're back in school, or when you are going to your second job of the week. This is working for you. Because these are such high quality products, people see the results right away. And if they listen to that phone call, they have the opportunity to learn about a business when they're washing their face. If it's not for them, they can hang up. That's totally fine too. It just really makes sense. So to put it in a time perspective, say you only have 10 hours of work to put into your business a week. You find 4 people to do exactly the same. That's over 50 hours that you were getting paid on, still for only putting in 10. Those 4 people are going to want exactly what you're doing. So you're going to have them put in 10 hours of work a week while you're still only putting in your 10 hours. That's over 210 hours of work you're getting paid on while you're only putting in 10. Everybody has that ability. It's like a Facebook, just left and right. Everybody's popping up. Everybody puts in a little work, and Arbonne pays us over time for a lot of effort on a little bit of part. So it really is just a brilliant way to build your business. In a regular job, you work 40 hours in your business, you only get paid for 40 hours. You work 30, you only get paid for 30. If you work 60, a lot of jobs still only pay you for 40. So the fact that we have the ability to leverage our time by teaching and train each other to direct our household spending to our own stores, that is brilliant. It really just makes sense. And I say 10 hours a week just because it's easy math, but some people put in as little as 4 to 6 hours. Some people put a little bit more, but it really is what you want to do, what your goals are that fit into the nooks and crannies of your life. So really the last but not least portion of what we do is, once again, we are internet-based. We do not stock and deliver. I do not have a lifetime supply of our shea butter sitting in my closet. We have over 400 products, so I would not know what to stock up on, first of all. Secondly, because we have the formulations that we do and we don't have dangerous preservatives in our products last about 2 years after being opened. So we literally have things made to order. They're shipped directly from the manufacturer to the person's doorstep. There's no delivery that is time consuming. This is internet based. People can order online. They have the ability to get the order put in online and shipped directly to their home. That's why the retail industry is declining. We like to shop online. We like the convenience. We like to not have to go anywhere. And once you know you like something, you're just going to keep getting it over and over again. So there are 4 ways to get involved. The first way to get involved is as a client. There's really no bells or whistles. I really don't have anybody purchase as a client because you're paying catalog prices and there's no reason to pay catalog prices. The second way to get involved is as a preferred client. Preferred clients pay $20 one-time fee. You get a 20% discount for a full calendar year. You have the ability to get up to 50% off of your first order in your first month. You also have the ability to get a free gift of a $50 value with your first $150 retail value purchase. You also have the ability to earn cash money for every 150 retail value that you spend. And you have an ability to waive your preferred client fee depending on what you spend as well. So that's a lot of details. Whoever invited you on it can give them to you again, but it's a really brilliant way for a lot of people to stock up on the products that they want. And Arbonne does that. That is not something that we pay for. Arbonne gives those discounts to these people to have that ability. Something else that's great about preferred clients is you get your own ID number. So you have an ID that's attached to the consultant, but you can order online whenever you want. You know, as a consultant, I'm here for advice. I'm here to show you the newest products. I'm here to let you try something if you want to. But if you get to the point where you just like to try the products, and you know you want to order online and do your own thing, you can order by yourself, yet it's still attached to the consultant. So I've had many months where I've had clients, and preferred clients rather, order from me and I didn't even talk to them. So once again, that's more passive and residual income. So over time, just think of people that slowly but surely continue to use your products. That's a significant paycheck that you can get just from that alone. The third way to get involved is by hosting. So I don't even like to say the word party, because party is this word that has a bad connotation sometimes. People think it's this big ordeal. You have to have like specialty cocktails and dress up and blah, blah, blah. Honestly, we have presentations of any kinds you can imagine. I do business presentations. I do virtual presentations. I do nutritional seminars where we talk about our 30 days to healthy living. We sample the nutrition products. We make homemade protein bars, fizz sticks, detox tea. It's awesome. We do ultimate facials. It's a facial party designed by master esthetician in California. It's a $150 value that your guests get for free. It's a really great way to experience the products. You can do makeup and martinis, you know, mimosas and mud masks, whatever you want. But the gist of it is, as a consultant, I bring the products to you. All you have to have is a kitchen table and maybe some detox water or a bottle of wine, whatever you floats your boat. But it does not have to be this big ordeal. It only has to be a few people if you want it to be. And when that happens, is you can get up to 80% off of everything that you want, plus a free gift, plus free shipping, plus 50% off items. Once again, that's provided by Arbonne, just thanking you for allowing us into your home to educate people about what we do. Then last but not least is as a consultant. Of course, that's my favorite way. Consultants, we get a 35% discount off of all of our personal purchases. We have the ability to get up to 80% off depending on different deals. We get a 35% commission on our sales direct to us. We also get a commission on preferred clients. We have the ability to get a cash bonus at every single management level. And we also have the ability to get paid on our own purchases starting at the district manager level. Arbonne also believes that we produce leaders and we empower people in this business. So as you go up in management, they also start to pay you an override percentage of your whole entire team's sales on top of your commission. So what that means is I might sell $1,000 of product and get a 35% commission on that. But then if my whole entire team produces a few $1,000s overall, I'm going to get an override percentage of my whole entire team's sales. Everybody has that same ability. Everybody is the same playing field. So I am an area manager in qualification for region. I have a couple people on my team that are about to promote to area manager. I can have multiple area managers. I can have people that are a region with me being a region. We can all be at the same, if not more. So it's like I said, it's like a Facebook. We have top of the line training. Whatever kind of learner you are, we have it. We have printed media. We have what's called the source. It's literally like an Arbonne Google. You can Google any question about anything you can imagine. We have product ingredient sheets you can send to people. We have different webinars. We have what's called Learn and Burn, so you can listen to the trainings on your own time. So anything you can imagine, just locally to our team specific here in New Jersey. We have an incredible upline. We have Debbie Neal, who is one of the most successful women in all of Arbonne. She's one of the top 20 income earners. She's also the #1 requested speaker in all of Arbonne, and she's one of our mentors. She's so down to earth. You know, she's nothing special. And I mean, she's an amazing person, but there's nothing special about anybody that does this. We're all normal, down to earth people. And that's what I love, is I can be myself and still be successful in this. And we attract the people in this business that are like-minded and that have a positive attitude, and you have all that support to really help you grow. And those types of things really help you in all aspects of your life, not just in your business. And another exciting thing is that we have incentive trips that Arbonne releases every year. So we have an incentive cruise that's released this year for our 35th year anniversary. So I'm actually going to be taking my boyfriend on a 7-day all-inclusive cruise on the Oasis of the Seas to the Bahamas, paid for by Arbonne, just for doing what I'm doing. Like, that is amazing. That is something that they're doing to thank us for doing what we are doing. So it's really incredible. So I want to close with 2 questions. And these are 2 questions that were asked of me when I learned about Arbonne. And honestly, these were the questions that really made me think about this and take a step back and really think, okay, what do I have to lose? Which the answer, of course, was nothing. So the first question is, if you continue doing what you're doing right now for the next 5 years, where do you see yourself, especially financially? And the next question is, if God forbid something were to happen to the main source of your income, how long could you last on what you have saved? So those are questions that we don't necessarily like to think about. They're scary questions. And, you know, in all honesty, I don't have kids. I don't have a mortgage right now. I'm not married yet. But these are things that I've obviously been working for and saving my money for. And 2.5 years ago, I was barely surviving. And we are not put on this planet to survive. We should be thriving. There's no reason that each and every single one of us should be thriving. And this is the kind of thing, Arbonne, this business, network marketing, is a place where the American dream lives. It gives us freedom, financial freedom, time with our families. You don't want to have to always answer to your boss. You want to have the option to say, oh my gosh, somebody's sick in my family. I need to go home. I need to be with them. So these questions really resonated with me. And I knew that if I didn't do something differently, because I had no money. When I started this business, I had no money. And that's exactly why I started this business. Because I knew that if I didn't do something different, nothing was going to change. What? Eventually, 5-10 years later, I'd be making a little bit more every single month to maybe put something into my savings account. You know, what's a 2% raise, a 3% raise, even a 5% raise? That's not really much after taxes for anybody, especially if you're actually trying to make a living. So really just take this information, put it in your back pocket. Whoever invited you, once again, if you're interested in products, we have the products to share with you. If you think this is something that might be for you or somebody that you know, let them know. This is going to be a recorded video, so the person that sent this to you, you can send them the link or get on a live phone call with one of us and we can share more information with you about how to get started. I really, really appreciate you guys taking the time to hear my story and to learn a little bit more about Arbonne and why we are going where we're going. It is absolutely exciting and incredible, and I really hope that this is something that is going to impact your lives the same way it has mine and many others. So I really am grateful that you took the time, and have an amazing night and a wonderful week. Thank you, everyone.